Today I'm by the Crimea Pass in the Rurry National Park in Wales.
If it wasn't for the mist, you'd be able to see right down the valley from here. At the bottom of the valley is Dolwyddelan Castle, and it was a filming location from the 1981 dark fantasy film Dragonslayer. In the film, Peter McNichol plays the part of Galan. Galan is a young wizard who is trying to hunt down a dragon. The film was a co-production between Paramount and Disney. The film was an unusual and controversial film for Disney to make because of the violence and adult themes in the film. It's kind of appropriate that they filmed the film in this valley. In Welsh mythology, there is actually a story about a dragon and this valley. The story goes that a dragon appeared in this valley one day, and it wasn't aggressive towards the people of the valley, but it caused terror by jumping into the rivers and causing flooding. I'm down at the bottom of the valley now, and you can see Dolwyddelan Castle in front of us there. Mountain stronghold of the Princes of Gwynedd. Just read a little bit off this board here. During the 12th and 13th centuries, Gwynedd was ruled by a powerful dynasty of princes. Their wealth came in part from a great herd of cattle that grazed Snowdonia's rich pastures. The hill above you provided an ideal vantage point for controlling one of the main routes through the mountains. Around 1220, at the height of his power, Llywelyn the Great built Dolwyddelan Castle. His grandson, Prince Llywelyn ap Gruffydd, later used the castle in his struggle against the English King Edward I. Okay, back to the Dragonslayer film as I'm making my way up to the castle. The film used animation techniques that had been developed for the Star Wars film Empire Strikes Back, which was filmed in 1980. The film was nominated for an Academy Award for Best Visual Effects, but it lost out to Raiders of the Lost Ark. Dragonslayer got positive reviews from the critics, but it performed poorly in the box office. Following later DVD releases, the film eventually got cult status. There's another information board here, and you've got the royal standard of the Gwynedd dynasty here. Last time I was here, you had to pay a small fee of about the equivalent of $3 US, but at the moment it looks like it's free to visit the castle. I don't know if that's just because it's winter. Llywelyn the Great and the later Princes of Wales would rarely stay in their castles. If they weren't in the royal residence at Aber, they would usually be travelling in between the royal courts. They would travel with an entourage of around 100 people, referred to as the teulu. Teulu translates to family. And this entourage would be made up of the prince's officials, clergy members and members of the royal bodyguard. Here we are. There are actually two towers, but one of them is very ruinous. The castle was believed to be in such a secure location that the treasures of the Kingdom of Gwynedd were kept here, including the coronet of the prince. Looks quite small when you see pictures of it, but when you're standing in front of it, it's quite a sizable tower. Another artist impression of the towers here. It's actually quite spooky being here alone. Some more information boards here. Some steps leading up here. Back to the film again. The dragon special effects were quite impressive for the time, and 25% of the film's budgets were actually spent on the special effects just for the dragon. The various dragon props were built in America and were flown to Pinewood Studios in London in the cargo hold of a Boeing 747. I'll just follow this path for a while, just to see the castle from a different angle. It looks like there was a defensive ditch built here on this side. Most of the outdoor scenes for Dragonslayer were filmed in this area, with some scenes being shot in the Isle of Skye in Scotland. Sometime in the future I might make a proper filming locations video for the film. Managed to crash the drone into the tree. Not to worry, it won't be damaged. These are pretty much indestructible. Sorry to give you an advert, but this is a DJI Neo drone. It's one of those drones that follows you about. I've got an affiliate link in the description if you want to buy one yourself. If you use that link to buy it, or if you use that link to buy anything actually on Amazon, you'll be helping the channel.
At night, aligns all the shady features in all our empty worlds. Behind the scene, they're picking up the pieces of all broken hearts. But I believe in coloring the world, gotta holler to be heard in time. We can fight back, ready to go right back to the sky, to the moon, making my skyline brand new. You, you get my heart in trouble. Make a beat, sing a tune, giving my life this whole groove. You, get my heart in trouble. We all behold